A lot of older military members under the legacy retirement system think they don't need the TSP. Big mistake. They hear, I already get a pension, I'm going to get my VA disability, so they never learn investing. And they never learn compound growth. They never understand taxes. And then 20 years later, they retire with a pension, but still can't afford financial freedom. Listen carefully. A pension gives you income, but investments build wealth. Those are two completely different missions. And civilians make the same mistake with their 401ks every single day. They contribute money automatically, but never study what's happening behind the scenes. That's like loading cargo onto a truck without checking where it's actually going. Today we fix that. I'm going to break down why the TSP still matters under the old retirement system, how wealthy investors actually use retirement accounts, why fund selections matter, why taxes matter, and how regular people quietly build million-dollar portfolios over time. This isn't gambling. This isn't day trading. This is long-term financial welfare. Welcome to Stock Doc. All right, that pension. One of the biggest lies older military culture pushed for years was just do your 20 years and you'll be fine. But let's think logically. An E7 retiring at 20 years might receive half their base pay. That helps, but inflation changes everything. The cost of housing, healthcare, groceries, insurance, and retirement living, everything keeps rising every year. Tariffs. That pension was never designed to make you rich. It was designed to provide stability in retirement. The TSP is what creates additional wealth on top of the pension and that VA disability benefit. That changes your entire retirement picture. Because now, instead of surviving off retirement pay, you potentially have investment income, tax advantages, compounded growth, and financial flexibility. That's the difference between I'm retired and I'm financially free. Big difference. All right, compounded interest. Most people think wealth comes from making huge amounts of money. Wrong. Wealth usually comes from time. Let me show you something crazy. Imagine two people. Soldier A starts investing at 22 years old. Invested $300 per month till age 32, then stops completely and never invests another dollar again. All right, so now we got Soldier B. They wait until the age of 32 to start and then invest the same $300 per month all the way until retirement. So who wins? Most people will assume Soldier B. Wrong. Because Soldier A gave compound interest more time to work. That's the power of starting early. Your money starts making money. Then that money starts making money. And over decades, the growth becomes explosive. This is why waiting for, more rank, more income, the perfect timing, or when life settles down can actually cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars later. All right, let's break down the TSP funds and why allocation matters more than just contributing your money. Here's where people mess up badly. They think as long as I contribute, I'm good. No, where your money goes matters. Instead, inside the TSP, you have different funds, and each behaves differently. There's something I had to learn myself. I had messed up. So the G fund is the safest. It's backed by government securities, so minimum volatility. But historically, very, very slow growth. This is why young investors sitting 100% in the G fund often fall behind inflation long term because the first year you don't make any money in the G fund. All right, so the C fund, this is one I use. Track major US companies through the S&P 500. So these include companies that you know, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, Nike. Historically, this has been one of the strongest long-term wealth builders. This is the backbone of many retirement portfolios. All right, so now we have the S fund. This one track your smaller U.S. companies, ones that haven't yet made it into the S&P 500. So they're more aggressive, they're more volatile, and have higher growth potential. Think of this like special operations, higher movement, higher risk, higher reward. All right, we have the I fund. So these are your international exposure, like companies in Europe, Asia, those foreign markets. These give you diversification outside of the U.S. economy. All right, civilian investors using the same strategy. All right, this is going to be your 401k and your Roth IRA. All right, now civilians watching this, you're not separate from this conversation. Your 401k works very similar. Most people just never realize it. So inside of your 401k, you probably own a S&P 500, some international funds, some bonds, some targeted date funds, or some index funds. So it's the same concept, just different label. And then you got your Roth IRA. This is one of the most powerful wealth building tools available to regular people. Why? Because qualified growth can come out tax-free later. And that's massive when you're in retirement years. And unlike some employer retirement plans, the Roth IRA gives you more flexibility and investment choices. You can open one through Vanguard, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, even Webull or Robinhood for your younger investors. And you can invest that into index funds, ETFs, mutual funds, dividend funds, and so much more. This is why many investors built wealth using multiple accounts together. So combining like your TSP with your 401k, with your Roth IRA, and your tax brokerage accounts. Different tools, different missions, and that's how you get to that money. That's how you get to wealth. All right, Roth versus traditional. Most young investors underestimate taxes. Taxes matter more than people realize. So traditional accounts save taxes today. Roth accounts potentially save taxes later. Now ask yourself this. Do you think taxes will be lower or higher 30 years from now? Nobody truly knows. But many investors choose Roth early because their current income is lower, their tax bracket may be lower, and decades of growth can potentially become tax-free later. So that's the power of the Roth. So imagine investing for 30 years and watching hundreds of thousands of dollars in growth avoid future taxes. And that changes retirement completely, especially for military retirees who may have pension income, VA disability, civilian income, rental income, or investments that came later in life. All of that can stack together. That's why understanding taxes is part of financial literacy, not just investing. All right, the psychology of investing. The hardest part about investing isn't math, it's emotions. People panic during crashes. They stop investing when the market drops. They wait for perfect timing. But historically, some of the biggest opportunities come during fear. Wealthy investors understand something most people don't. Market downturns are the perfect opportunity for wealth. When the market drops, many long-term investors are actually buying more shares cheaper. That mindset shift changes everything. All right, so here's your order. Today, you log into your TSP or 401k, check the money that is invested in. Learn the difference between your G fund and your growth funds. Research Roth versus traditional. Stop treating retirement investing like background noise. Because the people who quietly become wealthy usually aren't financial geniuses. They simply start early, stay consistent, ignore the panic, and gave compound growth time to work. That's how financial freedom is really built. This is Stock Doc. Stay disciplined, stay invested, and I'll see you on the next one. Stock Doc out.